These little snacking peppers are so cute. I got this little mini bell pepper plant. Isn't it cute? So here we are. This is our sunset patch. There's 8 rows in this section. And our sunset mix is literally all of the colors that you would see in a sunset, in a normal sunset. So you can see there's a little bit of a sunset in the background. I'm not sure if the color is really showing up all that great, but there's lots of like lavenders and peachy tones and coral tones, a little bit of yellow and peach and orange. So that is what this collection is all about. And of course, because you know there's always going to be some standard colors in here, because this is still a breeding patch. It is a colorway. It's got a wide range of colors. You're still going to get some in there, not very many, that end up being a red or a darker violet like these. But for the most part, as you can see, it's mostly pinks and peaches, and it's really, really pretty. And this has been blooming for a little while now. Look at this. Isn't this one so pretty? There's a lot of pretty colors. Grasshoppers are starting to eat at them a little bit. There's a lot of pastel pinks in there. Ton of pastel pink, because you guys know I breed a lot of that. And there's 4 more rows over here, and then there's 4 on this side. And just want to show you some of these beautiful colors in here. Aren't they so pretty? This is our spun sugar mix. It's spun sugar mixed with a bunch of varying pinks and corals and peaches that are in the cactus mix. And I like adding this mix into sunset because you get these huge blooms, and when they cross, they are so, so beautiful. Look at this. I mean, you can't go wrong. This one's so pretty too. So I don't really mix these in with the other colors because I like to keep them a little bit separate so that these kind of stay true to their colorway. But look at this. Is that not just beautiful? I love it. This is a spun sugar zinnia, and we do have seeds for just this colorway, and it's just a bunch of really pretty pastel pinky zinnias, but it's so pretty. And then, like I said, sometimes you'll get a little bit of sunshine in there. I do keep, however, the soft yellows, the buttery yellows that are in this mix in a separate breeding patch because I don't want those colors to get muddied by these colors. And then, so there's also some lavenders in here too that are in this mix, but it's just supposed to look like a sunset, and it's our most popular seed mix. Everyone loves it. Pretty much this whole mix should be double. We don't save seed from anything that's single, and we try to weed those out as often as we can. But they're just gorgeous. It's just a really great all-around color, and if you do get like a few little reds in there, they're just easy to pull out. Red is in this color gene, in this colorway, so you're gonna have some reds pop up every once in a while. But look at this. Is that not a sunset in a flower right there? Look at that. It's so pretty. And we'll go over here too. These over here are a little further behind, but you can just see there's some really interesting mid-tones. Not a whole lot that pop up in this mix, but they're still really pretty. Look at this one. Oh, so pretty. But tons and tons of really beautiful colors. If you really love peach tones and pastel pinks, this is the one to get. This mix, I could see why it's everybody's favorite. There's just so many pretty colors. And look at the grasshoppers ate at this one just a little bit, but I love that tone in there. They're all just really pretty. Some lavender colors in here. And this is not even halfway bloomed out. There are a ton of plants in here that haven't even bloomed yet. But I wanted to show it to you guys because I know you guys are really curious about what our colorway breeding patches look like. So this one, again, is the Sunset breeding patch. And I will show you guys the pastel breeding patch pretty soon here in a couple weeks. And I'll also show you the rose tea breeding patch and the creme brulee breeding patch probably. But this is just a really fun one that I wanted to show you guys because it's one of my favorites, and we always go really crazy with this breeding. There's probably over 400,000 zinnias plants in here, I believe. I could be a little bit off on that, but they're very densely planted because they just do better that way in the Texas heat. So if there's any other colorways you guys want to see from our breeding patch, let me know and I'll do a little video on them. Again, this is the Sunset mix. We never run out of this seed. We always have tons of it because it's our most popular seed mix. Oh, look at this one. I didn't get to show you guys this one. So that's from our creme brulee zinnias. So there is some creme brulee in here too, because that's a really soft peachy tone that I think is in a sunset. So I did put some of those in here too. You can see there's one there too. It's just there's a lot of colors in here, but they're all in that same colorway, that same color family that we love so much. So it's fun. You could definitely isolate colors from this patch. You'll see that there's some raspberry. We have this is from the raspberry zinnias right here. This one here. And this one here, this is our raspberry zinnia. You could find that on our website too. And actually, I don't know if that one is still in stock. It might be. I think it is. And then look at this one. That is such a beautiful orange. And it's just got a little bit of violet in there. Some lavender on this one. This one's really pretty too. I think I saw some fun ones. This patch is like really behind. So these plants are still really small, but they will catch up here pretty soon and they'll just be as big as everything else. And I think I saw one over here, some over here that I really liked. And I always go through in this patch and tag zinnias to save seed for breeding. Even though I have a ton of these colors already, there's always, you know, a few that I like am in love with. Isn't that pretty? This one is so pretty too. But there's just a lot. There's a lot to look at. I feel like I find something new in these patches all the time. And sometimes it's not new, but I think it's new. Isn't that pretty too? But yeah, there's a lot of lavenders and pastel pinks, and that's just the beauty of having a colorway or a breeding patch that has cross-pollinated for years and years and years, but you get such a good variation of color. And they're still in the same color family, so when you look at it, it's still pleasing to the eye when you plant them all together or you put them in a bouquet together. But there's just some colors in there that just bred beautifully, and they're unique or they're multi-toned. Look at this one, it's really pretty too. So anyway, Sunset Mix, the seeds are on zinniaseeds.com. We pretty much always have them. We love this colorway. And this is what it looks like in a big mass planting. I will do an update in about a week or two when they start to open up more, because pretty soon this is just going to be covered in color. Like, this is just the beginning. They've only been blooming for a couple weeks. Pretty soon it's just going to be covered in flowers, and it's going to be quite the sight. You're going to see more color than you see green. But I hope you guys liked this little video, little tour of our Sunset breeding patch, and let me know which one was your favorite, which color is your favorite in this mix, and if you grew it last year or the year before, let me know how it did for you. All right, I'll see you guys next time. So in this little patch, I have some colors that also go into the Sunset colorway, but I keep them kind of separate because there's kind of some of the funkier, softer, warmer, golden tones that go in the mix. But look at this really pretty one that came up. I don't know if you can see, but it has some lavender in there. It's really beautiful. And we had a lot more of this in the mix last year. This year we're not putting as many in the mix, but there will be some in there. Here's some more pastel lavenders. There's even just the teeniest bit of yellow. And then there's the pastel yellow. And there's some really pretty peach tones in here too that also go into that mix. And this patch is very young, so it's still kind of sparse right now. And I thought I would show you guys our lavender zinnia. This was really popular last year, and I didn't do a whole patch dedicated to lavender because it tends to take over when it breeds with other colors, and I'm kind of regretting it now because everyone has been asking for it this year. This one's got a little bit of bug pressure from the grasshoppers, but not too bad. But you can see it's just such a pretty lavender color.